Hi, I'm Blake Davis. We're out here at NC Bike with the Into Racing Bobblehead Moto Squad. We had a special guest this weekend, the Evan brothers, all the way from Italy. They're going to be our motor builders this year. And I was going to take you on a track walk and hopefully help you out a little bit. Whoa. You can't see that unless you come out this weekend to NC Bike or meet us at a Moto America round. So obviously we're going to start off on the front straightaway. And this is kind of a tricky turn one. It's really easy to get in a little bit too deep and not very wide of a turn one, so it's easy to run off. My brake marker coming into here on the R6 is the end of this access road. So around this last cone on our right, that's kind of where I feel I can get in hard on the brakes, but still get the bike slowed down for turn one. As we're getting in here, we're grabbing our downshifts down through the gears. We're trying to keep the bike mostly in line. If you get too sideways coming into here, it's easy to tip in early and not have the best line through turn one. And like I said, it's just a lot of a waiting game, and you're waiting to get in here. I like to turn in kind of around this first knoll on the inside and get down to my exit right around where I get to the bottom of this thing is when I'm picking up the throttle again. I'm driving out and I'm looking up towards turn two. You don't want to use too much track on the outside of turn one, or you might not have a good run for turn two. I'm coming back to about a quarter of the track from the left and tipping into turn two, which is a very fast turn, but again, you can't get caught up going too fast or you might run too wide for turn three and have a bad line through there. We're gonna let the bike drift out a little bit from turn two and a quick flip back to turn three, where you really want to make sure you're getting all the way over the curbings and hitting a good apex for each of these corners. Coming out of turn three, it's going to be spinning up a lot, and you're going to be really fighting the bike again to get back over to turn four, but we have a little bit more time here, so you can let the bike swing out to the outside of the racetrack. As you're bringing it back to the left side of the racetrack for turn four, you're going to want to start flipping the bike to the right side so we can once again have a good, almost an early entrance into turn four. Get on the edge of the tire early and have that lean angle to carry you through the turn on the right line. Again, trying to get all the way over that inside curb. It's going to carry you out for turn five, which is a tricky corner because it's easy to carry too much speed out of turn four and not have a good line for turn five. But as I'm coming out of turn four, I'm kind of braking and going to the right side of the track at the same time, to where I'm getting a good entry in turn five and kind of carrying the brakes a little bit on the edge of the tire, but we're picking up the throttle quite early for turn five. Such a fast corner, there's a little bit of bank, so it's kind of deceiving. You can carry a lot more corner speed than you think. It's going to carry you out to the outside of the track for turn six, and I think I like to carry enough speed through turn five to where I'm staying on the left side of the tire for turn six, and I'm having a really early entrance. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but a little bit farther to the outside over here, it's really bumpy, so I try to stay inside of the seam and shoot straight down the middle, trail braking for quite a long ways into here, and almost just carrying the brake till you start to feel the bike really start to turn and get good direction. As it gets direction around the corner, we're going to just pick up a maintenance throttle to help settle the bike and hold our line to where we don't have so much weight on the front end. And I'm looking through the corner to find that red dot or to find any type of marker for an exit, because we're going to want to start dropping really far to the inside here and picking up the throttle early to have a good drive down towards turn 7, but also a good line. So me and Emerson at Bobblehead Moto kind of have different lines through here, and I feel like each bike can have a different line. And I feel like they kind of even out. It's kind of whatever you're more comfortable with. I like to open turn 7 up and kind of hook around the back side of it to carry a lot of corner speed all the way around the corner. When Emerson at Bobblehead Moto likes to get a good drive straight down towards turn 7, get it turned, and then have a good drive straight down towards the chicane. It's kind of whatever you're more comfortable with. If you want to have that time on the side of the tire and carry more roll speed, you can. And if you want to drive into it and drive out of it, that's also a fast line. So I'm going to be taking the line I take, kind of closing it off around the back side of turn 7, carrying that roll speed, and getting around the corner. It kind of tightens up in the middle of it here, so it's going to start pushing you back wide. And once you can see the chicane and see your entrance, looking all the way around the right side of the track, you can start sitting up, getting your downshifts, getting on the brakes, and then you add your lean angle back to pull it back down to the inside of 7A, the beginning of the chicane. All the way on the inside, quick flip back to your left, all the way on the inside, trying to make this as straight of a line as you can. Quick flip back to the right for 7C. You need to be careful here because it's almost a peak in the middle of the corner. Very easy to lose the front end. And then once again, a quick flip back to the left, where you're going to want to be all the way over the curb, making sure you're getting a good apex here and staying on the throttle, flipping to the right side. I like to stay on the throttle till I'm on the right side of the tire and trail brake far into here. That helps with the bike staying settled. Instead of switching sides on the brakes, is going to upset the bike quite a bit. I let this run out just a few feet from the inside to kind of square up turn 9. We're going to start dropping back down just towards the back side of the dot, and you're going to want to flip back to the left really quick, but you need to wait. You need to wait and hold it to the right and have a late flip back to the left side of the track, or the left side of your tire, I should say, and trail braking through the left hand. Once you get in here, you can get your eyes up and start looking for an exit. I like to use these markers. They're really good out where they placed them, and once again dropping to the bottom of the track to start getting that drive out of the corner, which is big importance to get a good drive out of here. And down into the last corner, this is kind of one of the only straightaways on the track, so in fast spots you can lose time, in slow spots you can just lose less time. Driving in here once again into this last corner, there's many different lines. Some guys like Kyle Wyman like to shoot to the outside and square it up to get a good drive onto the front straight. I like to go down to the inside and let it drift to about half track and then bring it back in for the straightaway to get a good drive also. Just kind of different lines, different preferences, but I'm more comfortable running in down low here. just to the inside of this seam. Looking up for that dot, keeping your eyes up, and dropping back towards the inside at the dot or wherever you can see your exit. So as I'm dropping down, I'm looking up, looking for the edge of the racetrack, and driving all the way down the front straightaway. And yeah, that's one lap at NC Bike. Obviously wide open down to turn 1, so hope y'all enjoyed it. Maybe we can get some more of these.